Hello, everybody. Uh, my name is Henry, and this is my wife.
Hi everyone, my name is Naria.
All right. I think it's our first movie that we're going to do together, and we would like to share some few things that we have written it down, and I hope it would be able to inspire some people as well. All right. So it will be, back and forth. For now, I might be asking the questions, and then my wife might ask me some few things afterwards. All right? Okay. Ready?
Hope so.
No hard feelings. All right. Okay. So, how does your family feel about me or how did they feel about me when they met me?
Mm, I don't remember any moment from my family that they would hesitate regarding your skin color, race, or your country of origin. So that
Mhm.
was certainly not an issue. Um, and I think the main and most important thing that they were interested in was your character. And as they got to know you, they obviously got in love with, they fell in love with you, and um, they were all in. Um, and as we know, the only issue that maybe there was slightly was the rush that they felt that maybe it's too
Mhm.
quick as we decided to get married. That maybe that was the only case, but it was not connected with either your country of origin nor your character, but simply it was only the matter of time that it was too fast for them, for
Okay.
some of them.
Well, actually, we were quick though. We were quick.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. All right. And what about sometimes do you get worried about the stereotypes, some stereotypes, some kind of saying that people might be using against me or children? Do you get this kind of thing?
Mm, maybe maybe not worried, but I am aware of the fact that, and it sometimes gets me that I am aware of the fact that we don't have our own place in the world in a
Mm-hmm.
way that in Poland, as we live here,
Mm-hmm.
um, our family will always be treated somehow.
Mm-hmm. If you can
Like
elaborate a little bit.
that for people we are simply exotic, you know. They
Mm-hmm.
look at us, there's always a reaction, there's always some, but most of the time it's nothing negative.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's nothing negative,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it's always, like I said, exotic. And and often we are treated as foreigners.
Even you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We are
Yeah.
treated as foreigners. We are not
Mm-hmm.
always treated as people who live here,
Mm-hmm.
who have their home here. And I know that our kids definitely will always have this issue that they don't look Polish,
Mm-hmm.
so it means they might not be treated Polish, even though
They oppose.
they are Poles. They were born here. They speak
Mm-hmm.
perfectly Polish, and
They speak better than me.
oh,
My
of course,
Polish is so rusty.
of course they speak better than you.
Yeah. I need to work on it.
That's true.
But it's your
That's
fault.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
might be.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the same way as we go to Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
we will also not be fully home. We are home, but we are not treated as we come from there. Of course, the same thing. You will feel home. Although after all those years, you might also not entirely feel that the same. Um, but the way me and the kids will be treated will
Mm-hmm.
always be like foreigners. Everywhere we are foreigners.
no matter where we will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a fact, though.
Mm.
That's a fact. And I remember before our first son went to high school, you were a little bit worried that maybe he needs to go for some karate. Do you remember that time?
Maybe not karate, but
some self defense.
Yeah, some self defense. Yeah. I had this idea that maybe he should go for some self defense.
But do you remember what I told you?
No.
You don't, because I did told you that I don't think it's needed. He will manage himself, and Poland has not yet reached that level. You know, comparing to other countries, I haven't yet met any kind of like profiling, if I'll put it that way, profiling.
That's true.
I haven't had such anything like that. Nor my children. Of course, sometimes somebody might be looking at you when I'm going through schools or going somewhere. Somebody might say, "Hey, hey, look at him, look at him." That's all. Most of them are curious, and that's the only thing, right? So there isn't any kind of profiling in that manner.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But if I may ask, wouldn't it be much easier for you if you dated or you married your own, if I would say Caucasian or European, rather than a huge African dude?
It was never an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the okay, I'm gonna speak for myself. You're gonna answer for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It has never been an issue for me that we married not in our own country of origin or I don't know, or race, or however we put it. So for me, what I might think like, oh, in general, would it be better with anyone else?
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's hard for me to answer because I cannot imagine myself with anyone else, and it's not a question of country of origin or the nationality or. So
to you, it doesn't matter whoever you would have married, right? It would still be the same.
It would still be the same. The only difference and the most important thing would be that it's not you.
Yeah, I'm the only one. Okay. Yeah, the only one in your heart, isn't it?
But it's true.
Yeah, I know. So I remember the first time I came, I met your dad, my late father-in-law. I think he was giving some food to the dogs, and me being.
No, he was chopping the wood.
Yeah. Okay. That was so. The second time was okay.
That was the first time.
Okay, so you tell the story that how it happened when I came over.
Yeah. You did not speak Polish much at that time.
Yeah.
And
serious.
And you came. I don't know. I don't remember why, but you looked very official. You weren't very like formal clothes.
Yeah, because I was working in the I was doing practicals in the university office, so I had to dress up in a formal clothes, and I think I had the school's, the university's kind of shirt that they gave me, and it was kind of elegant. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you were wearing a shirt, and my dad was chopping wood. And there was a huge piece of it was wood or some kind of roots, like huge roots from the trees, and he couldn't manage it because it was too big. So you came over, you removed your shirt.
Oh, some biceps.
Yes, but you were wearing some top under. And you said, "Proszę, daj." And you took the axe and you chopped the wood. Yeah, so definitely, my dad looks at you like, okay.
That's the good
Okay.
son-in-law, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely it was something for him that said that you have the character, the courage, also, you know, helping hand. You know, this action spoke a lot. And
Okay.
I think between men,
Mm-hmm.
it says a lot when someone gives you a helping hand. You know, the respect also that you've shown, at the same time taking initiative. I think it was a very good move. For sure, my dad was like all in after what you did at that
I
time.
think that was the thing that broke the camel's back. I think so.
Yeah, I think it
I
did.
just broke my father and my late father-in-law. You know.
I think it did, yeah.
I do have a lot of memories with him. He taught me a lot. So, unfortunately, we didn't. He didn't live long for us to have many things. But I really cherish every bit of what we had together. I remember downstairs here where we are filming now. We're doing the sockets, and I asked him. I said, "Dad, do you know how to work with electricity?" He said, "Son, it's either you learn how to do it or you die doing it." I said, "Okay, Dad, wait." So I ran quickly through the corridor to go and switch the main power off. By the time I reached the other, here is boom.
Yeah,
He
sounds
just
like my dad, yeah.
yeah, but the fuse was okay. So yeah. And also our wardrobes, we fixed it. After that, then he asked me, "Sam, what do you think?" And in that voice, "What do you think?" I said, "That I think it's too much. We've worked too much." I felt like he would say, "Okay, maybe Sam, we take a break." No, yeah. Then we took everything down, we reassembled. So that is pure him.
Yeah, but you know why you had to reassemble it again?
No, you weren't around.
No, because you didn't use the instruction. That's why.
We don't. Men don't need
something
it.
that you've learned from my dad. Unfortunately,
That's the good part.
is not
First,
using
use the brain to
instruction.
work on it. All right? The intuition, the man intuition. All right? That's the best. Yeah. But yes. What about? Do you sometimes feel like there is a cultural difference between us? Or have you ever felt any cultural difference between us?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Many times.
Can you lay down some few things?
I think the way, definitely the way we approach people and the way we maintain relations with people. I think in Ghana it's a lot about some kind of protocol.
Yeah, we observe protocols a lot.
There is a lot of protocols. Like you are just obliged to act in some certain way. I'm not so sure if it's about Poland, but for sure it's also a personality issue. You are the kind of person that would always follow the protocol, would rather keep your act in a very proper way, in a very diplomatic way. You would try your best to do that, and me not necessarily. So sometimes I'm not so sure if it has to do more with the cultural issue or our personal thing. Okay,
so I think we can separate our personal, our personal identity from it, from the culture aspect. All right. For example, with the culture aspect, most Ghanaians tend to be latecomers, like they are late, and unfortunately, I don't. I'll make sure that I am on time.
I am the Ghanaian.
Yeah, unfortunately, you switch with that.
In this aspect, I'm the Ghanaian rather. GMT.
Yeah, Ghana Meridian time.
Ghana man time.
Oh, Ghana man time. Yeah.
Ghana man
So
time.
with this aspect, when we separate a character, is the most important thing. How is our character? My wife is much straightforward. I am more diplomatic. All right, and so we both use it in different ways. Sometimes, yeah, there are some certain things that I'm not diplomatic about, and there are some certain things she will also. But in general form, she's more direct. I am more kind of, you know, in a soft way to speak to people. It's not like she's not like boom. No, she has her own way to ask direct questions. I prefer not to go so direct, but in other forms to hit about the bush a little bit, right? So in this aspect, yes. But I think before our marriage, I did talk to you about some certain things. That was my personal view. Um, that could, make us have problems. And I think one was maybe some kind of disrespect, let's say to shout or argue with me, not even argue, but to do something that will not be so good outside. No matter how angry we are, we will never do that in public, but rather come home and we settle it. All right. That was our first thing that we started to talk about because we needed to trash that one. I'm the type that I don't like to disrespect somebody, so I don't like people to also to disrespect me. So we worked on it in that way. I also assured you that I'm not the type that abuses women, and I respect women a lot because I was raised by a strong woman. And when I came to the family, also I saw that this family is just great. That's one thing. The family is just the type that when you come in, you feel warmed. All right, you'll be overwhelmed with everything. The warm welcoming and everything is just awesome. So when I came, I saw that that is that's the family that I want to be with. And then let me give you a little bit of my story. Why I chose my wife. When I was speaking to her and she told me that she was taking care of her grandmother, I said, wow, that is a woman. A young woman that has resigned from other duties and has decided to take care of the grandmother, in which one leg was amputated. Waking up early in the morning, pushing her to the toilet because she was in a wheelchair, right? I guess so. That time. So I saw that is a woman. That was one of the things that I took. It wasn't about the physical aspect, is it? But the character, how the person is, and that was one of my fundamental that I based on because I look about things very well, and also to a more traditional. She didn't know I went to her hometown to dig a little bit and find out who they are, isn't it?
It's not like I didn't know.
Yeah, you got to know later on.
That's true. Yeah. You did not ask if you can do that.
Well, I'm sorry. From my tradition, we don't ask about it. We just go digging.
But you remember, I was furious about that.
Yeah.
I was so angry because I was like, who is this guy? We were not yet even thinking about something that something more serious is happening. We were not talking about it yet. And yet you entered my family as if you were just like, a part of it, a member of family already.
Oh, and when I went, I was like a king there.
He went to my aunts, uncles, my grandmother's grandmother's village.
Yeah,
with my sister, with my family. when I was not around.
And that was the beauty part. Because, as I was saying, I'm a little bit traditionalist, so I like to do some small digging to find out who she is, how the family is.
You didn't check my teeth.
Uh, well, we can take, the artificial one inside. I don't mind. In the night, you just remove it, put it somewhere. But
Who
uh,
knows? In future, who knows?
who knows tomorrow? So I needed to make that digging to find out who they are because if you marry into a family. You don't marry just that person. As I was married, I was not married only to my wife. I'm married to my sister-in-law. I'm married to my mother-in-law. I'm married to my father-in-law. I'm married to the extended family as well. And Poland is one of the few countries that still holds up with the extended family. Here, it is part of it. The extended family is very, very important. And that is one of the beautiful things that I saw. This family, they make sure that they still keep this kind of values. All right. So that helped me a lot with it. Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, well, that is for another time. I will tell you guys about it. Mm. Um, what's the favorite part of your part of my culture that you like? The favorite part of my culture that you like?
Oh, definitely. I love the food of Ghana. That's something
Mm-hmm.
that I love about Ghana. I love the music. The something that is most African countries also share, that the kind of joy of life.
Mm-hmm.
The way people enjoy themselves. Uh, when it comes to celebration, when it comes to worshiping God, when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
going to church, when it comes to singing, um, you know, something that I believe, because maybe not all Ghanaians are like that, but for sure something I love about you is that whatever you do like to the fullest. And sometimes even I feel like it's too much, but I know that you do it with pure heart. So
Mm-hmm.
so usually I'm not able to say something like, oh, stop, it's too much. Sometimes I do
Mm-hmm.
sometimes tell you that, but I feel bad about that because I know that you do it with your pure heart
Mm-hmm.
to the fullest, and it's like, and it's just pure, like a little child in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So who am I to judge? But that's something definitely I love about you, your
Mm-hmm.
culture. Although, like I said, I know that not it's not all Ghanaians that might be like that. It might be your personal trait.
Personality, yeah.
Uh, but for sure,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, food, um,
Oh yeah.
the music, I also love, that I love history, and
Mm-hmm.
I love the history of Ghana.
Yeah.
I think the Ashanti region,
Mm-hmm.
and the tribes, the history that we when we visited
The Menchia Palace.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the palace, and that we've learned about the history
Mm-hmm.
of Ashantis and Ghana in general. Yeah,
Yeah. All right. All right.
clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. You still have few of their clothes. My mom
Oh, I
just
have a
makes a
lot.
lot.
I have a
Yeah,
lot
she has a
of
great
clothes.
mother-in-law. My mother.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Thank you, mom.
Well,
But Nita too.
yeah,
Also your sister Nita,
sister-in-law.
yeah. I
Well,
got a lot, yeah.
okay, okay, okay. Do you know how to say anything in tree?
Oh, that's my weak part. But I do know a few basic phrases.
Mm-hmm.
I am able sometimes to catch some things when you talk on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
it helps me when you switch from Twi to English. Like sometimes it's mixed, and
Yeah.
then I'm able to catch a little bit more. But yeah, I know like basic phrases like aquaba, medase, and medowo.
Medo to set off a makuma medofo. Alright, okay. Well. Okay, maybe you have some question for me?
The same questions actually.
Okay.
What about from your side?
Mm.
Do you find some difficulties with the culture differences, or from the beginning of our marriage?
Cultural differences? No, no, no. I never had such a thing.
Personality difficulties?
Personalities, yeah.
10 years
All right.
of personality difficulties.
I still take time with some certain things. She would like to go straight away, and I would tell her, no, this time, no, just take your time. It's not the right time. No, you can be right with some certain things. I can do something, yes, I'm wrong, but the time that you said it, how it was said, could give a different implications altogether. And that brings some, discussions among us. So I think it's more the personality, no culture shock. I didn't have any culture shock with it. No, I didn't. The whole thing is that we tolerate with many things. We have a lot of things that we tolerate. We understand this behavior. Of course, sometimes it's not easy, but yes.
And we respect.
And we respect. That's the most important thing. We respect each other's views. There are some certain things you've told me, okay, just give me a slack on it, when I say it, just give me a slack on it. And I also said you also have to give me a slack on it when I hear such a thing. So it's like a negotiation in that way, 50-50 on that. But I think on a nutshell, I didn't have any culture differences on it, and that's what I could tell. Yeah.
Okay. And do you get frustrated not being able to express yourself in your own language?
Okay. Thanks be to God, we speak English. All right. So both of us understand English. You are very eloquent in the language, and that is a blessing. If you didn't know English and I didn't know much of Polish, that would be a difficulty. There's going to be a difficulty in that because then for me to express myself clearly, it's going to be really, really difficult on that. But since we both know the language, like English is like our first language, both of us, it's much easier for us to express ourselves thoroughly and to explain what we meant. And even if there was the culture difference, we are able to work with it. So language didn't become a barrier, and so as well with let's say expressing ourselves. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. It has never been an issue.
Yeah, it hasn't.
No.
So what else?
Would you be able to live in Poland your whole life?
Before I got married, I did ask my mom, would it be a problem if I stay in abroad or if I stay abroad? And she said, that's your life, what you want. And I'm this type that any place that I am, I make it like a home. So as I'm here, this is my home.
Mm.
This is where my family is. So the only thing that will let me to go to Ghana will be, or for us to go to Ghana, will be my mom. All right. And I'm praying that she will have health, good health, for as long as the Lord can, bear with it, and we are praying upon that. But it's not like okay, uh, I'm not craving to Ghana so much. No, I don't, because make I have made here as my home, and
Mm.
there is my home. When we go to Ghana, then Ghana become our home. When we come here, here becomes our home. So where I am, it becomes my home. I don't base it like okay, oh no, I have to. No, I don't have it. Um, I'm not inclined with any political aspect that's or I'm aspiring for any political position in which I have to be in Ghana or something like that, or that will let me look so back. And as I said, if should in case of anything, it would be because of my mom.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you can tell how did we meet?
Oh boy.
How did that happen?
We're in church, so I just saw a fine lady in church. Of course, after the church we close, right? Yeah. It's not like I go to church to, look for girls.
At least not anymore.
So I saw you, and I was kind of curious. Who is she? And I wanted to get to know you. So after that, I think you are the first person that in my whole life I never. Uh, uh, let me rephrase it in this way. If I meet somebody, I always get the person's number, right? And if we are talking or we are vibing, I get the person's number. But this time, I don't know what happened. I didn't get your number.
That's true.
I didn't. But we were chatting on Messenger.
You found me on Facebook.
Yeah. And we were chatting on Messenger, throughout. And I remember our first date was I was a teacher in the.
It wasn't even a date.
Okay, I'll call it like a first date. All our dates, something happened.
That's true.
Right, something happened.
We
First
actually
date,
we never had like a proper date.
we went. Before meeting my wife, I went to help one of my students in the police, and after that, I told him, okay, I have to meet somebody, so you go. And you know something? This guy just sat down next to us, and we didn't have a good time at all. He just sat there
We just had someone
to chaperone us.
to chaperone us. Exactly, we had a chaperone.
And he is with his new computer,
He didn't look at us.
Yeah.
He was so into his computer.
Yeah, but anytime I go around that place, I still look at that space.
Yeah.
Then our second time we were in Warsaw, you were coming back from Krakow, as I remember, and we met in Warsaw, and we were about to go to a restaurant, and then we had a call that one of the students is sick.
Yeah, I actually no, I don't remember if I was coming from Krakow. I thought you picked me from home.
No. I picked you from. You were coming from Krakow. And I agreed that okay, you come to Warsaw, we'll go somewhere, and after that I take you home because you were coming by via train.
Okay.
Then, boom, again.
Yeah, we ended up
In a hospital.
I was the translator.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
have a date.
And we didn't have. So that is how Genesis started. But The good part was when I wanted to propose to my wife, she was in Germany. You went to Germany at that time, and how would I get her, you know, her finger, this one, how to get the size of it?
The measurement.
Yeah. So what did I do? I talked to the sister, and I took the sister to few shops, all the shopping malls.
It was a very good idea.
Yeah. You see, I'm good at it.
It's a very good idea because my sister just had an eye on him
Mm-hmm.
in choosing the right ring.
And my
It's
sister-in-law
not
is
terrible.
very, very, I would say, she's rational with things
And practical.
and practical. So when it comes to you say, oh no, Henry, no, this one is too much. Of course, I like the blank, you know what I'm saying? He said, no, Henry, no, this one is too much. It's too big. No, no, Maria wouldn't like it. Okay, so we went through. I think it took us about almost a week or two to get the ring. I got a ring, and I got some chocolate from Ukraine, and this was special because I really love Ukraine as well. And it had, I think, 16 regions of Ukraine. I might be wrong with that. I beg to differ on that. And each city, it had the chocolate and the picture of it over there, of that city. And I brought it upstairs. I put it in the kitchen because my wife loves cooking, so she always cooks in the house. But this day, she didn't open the place that I have put it. And she was doing something in the kitchen, open here, but here she didn't. So she crossed all the way to this side, opened this side, and and I was sitting down with my sister-in-law. I said, she didn't open it. But the whole idea was that we were going to get engaged. We'll get engaged. I think December. That was how we were thinking, right? But I had a different idea. So we were sitting down in the kitchen. We went to sit down to eat because we made some food, and we were all sitting down. Mom, Dad, Anya, and me and you. Yeah, we were sitting down eating, and as we were eating, you went to the kitchen to get something, and eventually she opened that middle part of the cupboard. She opened it and she said, "Oh no, why would he do such a thing? How would he hide something here?" So you closed it and you came back, and when you came back, you were smiling. And I said, "Well, what happened?" And he said, "Yeah, nothing." I said, "What did you see?" He said, "Nothing." I said, "Okay." So we went to the kitchen. I think we were frying something, and you decided to help me with it. We were frying plantain, the right one. Cocoa in tree. Cocoa, yeah, body of cocoa. We were frying it. So my wife had a big knife and a big fork to turn the plantain, the ripe plantain, in the hot oil, and that's where I proposed. Would you be my wife? And she said, "You're crazy, man. I'm having a knife and a fork, and you're proposing." Yeah. But before that, I had many ideas. Maybe when it is, to put it somewhere, and when she's eating, I put it inside before she let to. Oh, what is this? Oh, maybe some a gift from somewhere, maybe Santa Claus. Well, I think I wrote about 21 ways to propose or how
Maybe
to
you should
surprise.
post it.
No, post it is not. I wanted to get the reaction, that way. So this is how I did. Yeah, I'm not just the ordinary guy. I don't do those things. I like to do some things in my own way. Yeah. So that's how I proposed to my wife when she was having a knife and a big fork. Ta-da! How did you feel at that time?
definitely I was surprised, but mainly I was angry that
I didn't wait.
that was the way you proposed. That I found it, and I felt like you know, you just
I didn't hide it in a good place.
yeah, that you just messed it up. So it was definitely extraordinary.
Yeah. I got a point on that, right?
Not really.
Yeah, it was a point for me. That was 1,000 points for a man. I know for a woman, maybe a 1.25 point, but mine 1,000 points. Yeah. Right. So, see you next time for the next episode of ours or something else. I cannot say it.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to share with you our story, and I think it's important that we share our journey, as it's called, of interracial marriage, which for many it might be difficult or I don't know, challenging.
Yeah.
But as you could hear, it's much more about the personality and individual approach to one person rather than the cultural issues. We didn't talk about some other important aspects that actually are very bonding in marriage and much more important when it comes to that, you know, those similarities fight all of the other obstacles. For example, our spirituality and our faith was something that was bonding us so strongly that in fact that was something that would break any other differences. And I'm not talking only about cultural differences or, you know, the fact that we come from different continents, but our like personality differences, our characters.
Yeah, that was one thing.
And I do believe that marriage has this kind of power to break the character of one person in a way that the two can perfectly fit each other.
As it says, the two shall become one.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So, thank you once again. Adios.
Thank you. Bye.